Good morning from Paris or Paris as we know it. It's a fine Sunday morning here, nice, bright, and sunny. At the moment, it seems rather quiet here, and things are moving slow because Sunday, as you know, is a holiday. Everyone's just relaxing. Going to be about 10, but feels like early morning 6 because nobody's really come out. Streets are empty. But while Paris may be moving slow at the moment because of Sunday, things are moving really fast in the Vinesh Fogart case. And I thought I must give you some inside juicy details that I've picked up about this case. Now, remember when the decision came to disqualify her, you knew at that time that there was a 0% chance of her getting a medal because simply the UWW had followed the guidelines, the rules. They were not in the wrong. Then she filed an appeal, and more than filing the appeal, the CS accepting it, they didn't dismiss it, they accepted that, okay, they listened to it. That in itself gave her a 5%, 10% chance, or maybe she'll get a medal. From there on, when they asked for the first extension, the chances of her getting a medal increased. Now they've asked for another extension. In fact, it's now 3 times in a row they've asked for extension. Today, by 6 p.m. Paris time, 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, they've asked for any extra documents that both parties want to submit or not. And therein lies the crux of what I've picked up from a few inside sources. Even the staunchest of Vinesh supporters did not think that this medal could come because it was an open and shut case. The fact that they asked for the first extension told you that the judge is now contemplating, they are thinking. And I'm going to tell you in this video why that has happened. Why exactly has that happened? Firstly, I did tell you about the argument that they were putting. See, if you were to follow basic rules, there was no chance that India would have, or Vinesh would have won the case because the rules are mentioned, clearly mentioned, and UWW followed the rules, disqualified. So there can be no reason to overturn it. But there's a difference. First, they took the human angle, saying that rather than getting into the nitty-gritties of the rules, they took the human angle saying that, listen, it's a fundamental right to recover, firstly. And so after being within the weight category on day one, once she competed in 3 bouts, she had to, take in replenishment. That increased her weight to go over, and that's a fundamental right for recovery. That's any human's fundamental right. Firstly, that line had been taken. Now I'll give you some extra information that makes the case very interesting. What I have learned is that people defending Vinesh Fogart, and remember there are 2 parties. One are the 4 lawyers that are working pro bono, French lawyers that are defending Vinesh Fogart. But interestingly, the 2 legal minds that IOA has got in Vidushpat Singhania, sports law expert who's fought these cases previously, and Harish Salve, as you know, a top lawyer, they have been the game changers. They've really turned things around. And I'll tell you what they have done. What they have effectively done is that, yes, the rule is there. And if the rule is there, you follow the rule. There should be no reason that it should be anything else, open and shut case. But what they've done is that there are a lot of loopholes in the way the rules are being mentioned. So the rules have not been clearly defined, and it's always the language. And knowing Harish Salve, the expert that he is, the experience that he has, the level of cases that he's fought at an international level, he realized that while rules are there, the wordings of the rules and the way the rules have been written, there are lacunas there, there are loopholes there, and that can be exploited. And that's exactly what the 2 Indian legal minds have done. They said, fine, the rules are there, but the rules are not clearly defined. X, Y, Z are the problem. The way they've been written, that is an issue. And that is what has forced the adjudicator, the person who's hearing the case, into thinking that, yes, rules are there, but are they defined very well? There are some loopholes there. And if there are loopholes, what should be done? And that is why there is that 1 extra extension being given, because now those papers that have been asked, and I'll give you a bit of an insight, those papers now are being asked from UWW, not the Indian defense. They're not going to be submitting any additional papers. They've only put forward their argument. They've told and gone through a few loopholes, saying that the rules are not clearly defined. And now UWW has to come up with additional papers to ensure that they have a watertight case. And if the papers now submitted by them are not good enough, then the adjudicator, then the judge could be tempted to award this case to Vinesh. All I'm trying to tell you is that some smart thinking, some smart, uh, work by the two Indian lawyers has opened this case up. It was a no contest to begin with. It was just, seemed like there'll only be one winner in UWW. Now the contest is opened up because of the language, because of a few loopholes that are in the wordings of the law, which sharp brain like Harish Salve and Vidushpat Singhania obviously picked up. Now the onus is upon UWW. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. The game is kind of changing from 5% chance or 2% chance that it seemed like that. Dare I say, it's now reached a 50-50 level. It's reached a 50-50 level. If UWW can furnish some supporting documents to back up their rules, then maybe the decision might go in their favor. But if they cannot, and if the loopholes as pointed by the Indian legal minds do exist, then the benefit of the doubt can be given to Vinesh Fogart, and in that way she can get that medal. So all I'm trying to tell you is that the game is changing slowly and gradually. We'll only get to know now on a Tuesday. By the way, remember, Tuesday is the deadline. It is the absolute last deadline. It doesn't mean 9:30 p.m. Tuesday will the verdict come. It can come early on Tuesday as well. Who knows? It could come on a Monday as well if no documents are submitted by the by Sunday. That is today's deadline. So it could even come on a 12th. So there could be various things being looked at. But all I'm trying to tell you in this video that the chances are increasing for Vinesh to get that silver medal, which we had been reporting from here to begin with. I'd spoken to all experts, everyone. They said no negligible chance, or 0 to 5% chance. I think all of that has kind of changed now with some smart arguments, with some smart litigation done by the Indian camp. I hope this update will help you. I hope it will bring a smile to your faces. Still, the deal is not done. As I said, it's still an even Steven contest. But even if it's reached that even Stevens level, is a minor victory of sort. How it really pans out from here on, we'll keep updating you. For the moment, I haven't had time to see Paris at all. Olympics has kept me very busy, so I'm going to head to a few things. Maybe the Louvre and check out Mona Lisa. Maybe the Mona Lisa smile could be on Vinesh Fogart's face in a few days from now. You guys take care. We'll keep you updated. Subscribe to Sports Today if you haven't already. Nikhil Nas signing off from Paris. Bye-bye.